I'm Nigel Williams here with the Saturday Show. My first guest is Terry from Earth-o-Naut. We've been playing their tunes for ages, and they're all so good. Check out this one, Everything All at Once, All the Time. Well, finally, it's time to put a face to all of these fantastic tunes. Terry from Earth-o-Naut is with me in the studio. Congratulations. It's been going so well in such a short space of time, don't you think?
Yeah, mad couple of years, yeah, and great Jazz FM being champion in all the tracks. Can't argue with that. Really good.
Sorry you didn't win on the newcomer thing, but hey, got the nomination.
Yeah, mate, it was a great night, and we had a good time, and best of luck to Donovan Hafner and everybody else who won. It was great to be nominated, really. I mean, my Earth-o-Naut thing's pretty new, you know, in the grand scheme of things. So, yeah, it's been really good last 18 months, 2 years. Can't argue with it.
You're inspired, so a drummer first and foremost, inspired by people like Zigaboo, Middle East, and
yes,
so you love all those grooves, hence the groove nature of your music. How did the project Earth-o-Naut actually start?
Oh, big question, that, Nigel. Well, you mentioned the Meters and Zigaboo, Middle East. Like, from first instrument as drums, like you said, and from a young age, I was into like that stuff, the New Orleans, the groove stuff, you know, soul music, funk music. But I I always wanted to write this kind of music, but I felt like my chops weren't up to it yet. So what I had in my head, my chops weren't matching it. So I did other things in the meantime and just kept like learning my craft, you know, practicing. And then, you know, around 2023, I thought, yeah, I think I can do this music justice now. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna have a go. So that's when I came up with Earth-o-Naut and started recording the tracks that, you know, went towards the album, the first singles that came out.
And it isn't just the tunes, it's also the lyrical content. You know, we're going to play one of my favourites in just a minute, Bring the Light, which I think is very spiritual. But, you know, this is the day. You know, it just all really great ideas for songs. These are ones which a lot of people might have like once in a year, and you seem to be sort of, you know, these things to be just popping into your head. Where does the inspiration come from?
I mean, well, first, thanks for saying that. I know this might be an obvious thing to say, I don't know, but it's really good when people do actually get onto the lyrics, because as much goes into the lyrics and the ideas behind the songs as the music itself. So it's really nice that you say that. As for inspiration, I mean, who knows where that comes from? And I don't know I don't really want to know. It just, yeah, falls out the sky into your mind.
And you'll wake up in the middle of the night sort of with an idea, Guy?
Always, like, sing something into my phone, tap a little rhythm, nip in the studio if it's like a bit more intricate, and then fall back in bed. And, you know, 8 times out of 10 I'll be like, wake up the next morning and think, oh, I can't wait to listen to that, and then I'll put it on and it'll be terrible. But there'll be 2 that'll be great. So yeah, that's the way that works. Yeah,
long may the ideas keep on coming. That's interesting. Well, we're going to play one right now. So as I mentioned, Bring the Light. Tell me how this started, because I love the little guitar riff in this. And
yeah, I mean, the guitar things a lot on the album, I purposely did them as almost like little hooks and motifs, and almost like a call and response against the vocals, really. A lot of the stuff's like that, apart from like your rhythmic stuff, but the little it's good that you've got onto it, because that was my idea. I wanted little melodic hooks. And regarding how it started, just that idea of maybe, you know, you live many lives, and each time you come into your next life, the people who are important in your life, you meet them again, and they ignite the light inside you again, you know, without being too wafty and high and mighty about it and spiritual. But that's kind of the idea, the idea behind it all.
Yeah. No, wafty is brilliant. I like it. Let's give it a spin now then. Earth-o-Naut, Bring the Light.
And if I
Bring the Light, Earth-o-Naut. If you want to check out the album, it's called This Is Nowhere, This Is Everywhere, and it's out now. We'll have more from Terry coming up after 11. Let's have some more Earth-o-Naut. We have Terry, who basically is Earth-o-Naut, with us, talking about the album. We'll have some more in just a minute. After this one, there's Nothing Above Music and Love.
As you lean into
There it is. It's nothing above music and love. I remember when I first heard that, I was thinking, oh, that's a lot. How has nobody ever actually written that sentence before? But it is a wonderful metaphor for life, really, isn't it?
Well, yeah, thanks. Again, it was just the things that are important in your life, really, to me. And I would guess, hopefully, lots of other people, and it resonates with them that, you know, music and love, they're the things that I aspire to to and be good at and experience and all those things.
Tell me some of the artists, you know, you mentioned the meters and the funky stuff and that, whatever. What about songs, vocalists, that kind of thing? Who are your influences there?
Well, it's kind of a good journey because I've mentioned the groove stuff, and you know, and I love the Earth, Wind and Fire stuff, and Curtis Mayfield, and the stuff that he did with the Impressions, all the usual stuff that you would expect, I guess. But then I've always had this thing about songs and songwriting. It's like I love the craft, and so obviously, not just because I'm from Liverpool, but like I love the Beatles, great songwriters, obviously. But then I kind of think that Neil Finn is one of the best songwriters on the planet at the moment.
Yep.
And I love his stuff, what he's done with Crowded House, and he's a great songwriter, but I really got into his solo stuff, and especially his first solo album was called Try Whistling This, and it just really resonated with me. And so I love all those soul artists and the groove players, and I love the groove in a song, but there's, you know, you mentioned it there with Bring the Light and stuff, for me there's always got to be the song and the craft of the song in there, and good lyrics, and you know, all those things kind of matter to me. And so I think there's a good cross section of soulful, funky groove stuff, but then actual really pure songwriters, like I mentioned.
Now, This Is Nowhere, This Is Everywhere is the final track on the album. In fact, we'll play out with that in just a minute. What does that mean exactly? If anything.
You're asking some deep questions, Nigel.
That's what you're here for, you. It's no easy ride here, you know.
The notion that in the grand scheme of things, we're pretty insignificant and we probably take ourselves too seriously. You know, if you see some of those pictures that are sent back from, you know, the telescopes that are out in space, we're literally a dot in the middle of nowhere. But then you bring it right down to your everyday life, and this place is everywhere and everything to us. So it was kind of that kind of dichotomy, if you like it, the opposites of, you know, this is really nowhere and we're really nothing and insignificant, but at the same time, it's everything and everywhere to us.
That's why I think Earth-o-Naut as a band name is so clever. And I say band, it is pretty much all you. We haven't given a mention to the other guys that you've had. Steve White, for instance, who, bearing in mind you were a drummer, you got a drummer in.
Yes, well, if a drummer's going to play, it's got to be a proper drummer. Steve White's a proper legend, great player, plays for the song. He's got all that, you know, technical stuff in his back pocket, but, you know, listens, grooves. He's an imaginative player. If you think of something like Sunflower by Paul Weller, I think without Steve White's playing and imagination on that track, it would just not be the same track. Yeah. So that's what he brings to the table. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, an absolute pleasure and honour to have Steve White play on the album.
And your vocalists, Amalia Estradas and Suzanne Maddock.
Yep.
Where'd you pick them up from?
Yeah, Amalia Estradas is a young singer who I worked with in Spain for a while. I produced some of her tracks. Great voice. And Suzanne Maddock is a friend of mine who I've known for a while. She's an actress as well. She was in The Bill and for a long time, and she was in like Holby City and Hetty Wainthropp. But she sings as well, and she's out doing gigs at the moment on her own back as well. So yeah, I just thought their voices were right for this album. And they said and that was great. It was great to have them on there.
So this begs the question, bearing in mind that this is a sort of you project and you bring people in, are you going to be able to do live gigs?
Definitely. I'm working really hard at the minute behind the scenes, and a couple of other people, Steve White being one of them, and Neil Sheesby from Stone Foundation, are really trying to help me get, you know, some gigs in place with Adrian Gibson from AGMP and get a little tour going in the UK. And also the label I'm signed to with it from Germany, so we'll be playing some gigs in Germany. Yeah. And as long as all the stars align, you know, Neil and Steve White will play in the band, and it'll be a decent band for people to come and see the live show.
Sounds proper. Brilliant. Proper. Yeah. Can't wait. All right, let's do that title track then. This is from nowhere, this is everywhere. Terry, we'll speak again, but thank you.
Thanks for having me, mate.
Saints and sinners say a prayer.
This is Nowhere, This is Everywhere. That's the title of the album. It's out now. And stay listening to Jazz FM to hear more tracks next week. Thanks to Terry for coming in. We have more guests.